already had a little bit of chartreuse, so I just added some plastisol to it to make me a full cup. Alright. And this is dead on chartreuse. It's the new chartreuse I went to. I'm not counting this because I'm doing this for tails. It don't have to be precise for anything. I'm just going by the color of it. We're going to shoot some tail colors, the willow tail and then the fluke. Alright, that's what we're working on today. So next I'm going to put in here, I think that's pretty close to what I want, but just a couple more drops. Like I said, I'm trying to get it to be pretty dark. I want it to stand out, guys. Now, we're going to put 008 chartreuse flake in it. And I'm going to put a good many in it. Put about a half a scoop in it. Okay, again, I want this thing to, I want the fish to see this tail. When this tail moves, and I want them to see it. And this is 008 silver. Alright. Yep, when that tail moves in the water, I want them to draw their attention. I said this in the last video. I've been making videos this morning, guys, pour to catch videos. I haven't fished with any of these baits. This is the first time y'all going to see them. It's the first time I've seen them. These baits. I'm just making some colors up off the top of my head. I think would work in one of these crappie. And y'all gonna get baits that nobody else has. All right, color baits you nobody has, because I don't even have them. Yeah, this is gonna be real silvery. Okay, this is gonna draw some attention. All right, let's see what temperature we're at. All right, we gotta go back up just a touch, I think. Let me do that one more time. Sometimes you need to do it as soon as you finish stirring it. Alright, I think we're close enough. It's 225. You get it, if you let it get too cool, it'll set up too fast in the molds. But I've been preheating these molds, okay? That helps a lot too. Now I just finished the color, and I'm going to share that color with y'all. Okay? When I get done, I'm going to show y'all the cookie sheet that I lay them out on. Alright. When I get done, I'm going to show you all the cookie sheet of all the colors we made today. I don't know if that last one took or not. I done ran out. Alright. I'm going to set this back here to cool. I pour it out, guys, on a cookie sheet so it's thinner to cut up and reheat. Or I got another microwave behind you. I can put in that other microwave, but I've got to hit 10 or 15 seconds every so often, or still hit a set up. Give this about 5 minutes. We're going to open it up, and I'm going to show you all how I cut the tails off, and we're going to do a body color. I just said in the last video that I was going to go fishing here in a little bit. That's my microwave, guys. I'm heating these chartreuse up already, trying to keep it warm. Bam. Why cut those? Aren't they pretty? Wow. Now you see why I put all that silver in there, and that glitter, and that chartreuse in there? They sparkle, don't they? All right, let me show you real fast. For y'all guys that's been with me, you know exactly what I'm doing. Y'all done watched a couple of these already. For the folks that are new, that's why I'm doing this for y'all. The other guys, y'all can skip through it. Hey, I know y'all do that anyway. It tells me in the studio the average time people watch. Most of y'all only watch 6 to 8 minutes of these videos. Alright, I cut them off like that. If I'm watching people's fishing videos, most of the time I watch the whole 9 yards, but there's some things I jump around. If I watch the news clips, sometimes what part I want to hear, and I jump them. Alright, I put them back in like that, okay? And make sure they lay straight. If they don't lay straight, they come out crooked. I hate one that way. That's the willow tail. Alright, and I got to sit here and do them all, guys. It takes me about 20 minutes. I've timed myself to do these. Alright, then I do the flukes, same way. Alright, now I cut these either in front like that to make a longer tail, or I cut them back here. See, this fluke is segmented. That's what gives it a lot of action, guys. It's the reason I bought this. And they make one on this, and this company makes one that is not. But, okay, same way. I just take each one of them, and one of the tricks I've helped, my molds have been oiled. I'll show you. I think this is just olive oil, guys. And you take some oil and you put it down where the tails go, and it'll last. I've been shooting all morning, guys. This is like the third color. Okay, and it helps put them in place. See, and you just put them right back where they go, and you do all of them that way, and you go on. All right. And this is the tadpole. 3 baits we're working with. The reason I work with these 3 baits is they're the easiest ones to do this with. This tadpole works good too. The stingers and stuff don't have enough tail. And so you gotta have a place to cut it where you get a lot of meat like that. Because when you pour the next color, it's got to melt to it and get a bond. Okay. All right. And I go through and I stick them all in like that. All right. I got 6 molds to do. So let me do these. Then we'll go shoot the body color. All right, guys. Got the tails in. This is the Killer Color Remelt. After I shoot these molds, I'll show you a piece of the remelt. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, I didn't add any coloring to it. The only thing I done to it is I added a few more silver and a few more blue flakes, glitter. That's all I done to it. And I done that because this being a pearl and a blue mixed, I wanted to be right back. Okay, guys, the air compressor cut on. This is my container. Can I say it? Yeah. You can see this is all remelt from Killer. Now y'all can see the blue boy on top, pearl belly. That's from Killer. What I done was chopped it up in a cup and poured it in that cup. Chopped them up, melted them. There you go. Told y'all I was going to try to use some of the remelt. We'll let these cool a little bit. So I can tell here what's thick and still a little jelly. We'll let them cool just for a couple more minutes. And we're going to open them up. And they're going to have chartreuse tails. Bam! Alright, guys. Here we go. Let's see how it came out. Well, yay! Touring with y'all a little bit. What do you think? Yeah, I think these look good, don't they? Alright, I'm going to lay them on the sheet here behind me. Alright, we're going to open one of each. We're not going to open all of them. So open my Fluke. I had a piece of the remelt here and I laid it. When I was talking to y'all all ago, where did I lay it at? I'll show you all the difference. I laid it here behind me. Alright, this is the Fluke. So I put a longer tail on that one. Just look one with a shorter tail. So I vary them, guys, because I think, look at this, that's got a shorter tail. What do you think? What y'all like best? You think you can catch a fish on those? Guys, they look like a baby blue now, don't you? Would you call them a baby blue? Where did I lay that piece of remelt? I got a whole tub up behind me. Woo! You just gotta love this willow tail, guys. Don't you love those? Alright, I'll tell you what. So I got a whole tub of this stuff behind me. Let's go back and grab a piece of it. This is what I wanted to show you. You can see the difference. See, it calmed it down a lot, didn't it? See, because it got pearl on one side. So when I melt it, the pearl melts in with it. See, it's not as blue, is it? It's kind of a baby blue now, isn't it? But anyway, it's because it's got all that pearl in it. It's a totally different color. I probably have a hard time even making that color. But I said before, I have remelted it one time. After I made the baits, I always remelt them. I remelted Sid too. Sid does good. And I haven't done orange chartreuse tail yet. I'm going to surprise somebody haven't asked me that in the comments. You go do orange chartreuse tail? Well, I do Sid, which is orange and chartreuse. Orange is not a good color for me. I've caught some fish on Sid here, but for some reason on this lake, orange is not that great. Some of y'all love orange, and I know that. I said this before. Colors vary some from lake to lake. I know that. Here, blue's better. Any blues. And I share that a lot with y'all. Y'all probably say this. You say it all the time. I know I do. But it's the truth. Like I said, there's guys here who won't throw it. And if they don't have blue in it, they won't throw it. For crappie. But, hey. Alright, guys. I'm going to make a pour to catch with these now. And I'm going to give some away. Somebody's going to ask me already last night, am I going to sell any of these? Yes, I'm going to take what I think are the better colors. And this might be one of them. This would give me a way to use the remelt. If this color works as good as I think it's going to, this would give me a way to use the remelt up, wouldn't it? So this would be one of them. Brim chartreuse tail is going to be one of them. Maybe brim with orange tail might be one. Yeah, brim with blue tail might be okay too. Brim colors are a great color, guys. It really works well. Another color I want to do was wipeout. I haven't done wipeout yet, and I might do that next color right next after this today. Is wipeout with a chartreuse tail. Wipeouts are a great color. It just seems to work on all the bodies. You put your number down when you leave a guess. Make sure you're subscribed. Wednesday night around 5 o'clock, 5:30. Give myself some room because sometimes I go fishing. If I go fishing, it's going to be 6:30. But Wednesday evening after 5 o'clock, I'm giving you a time. You better have your number down. Some of y'all leaving numbers at 7, 8 o'clock. I'm done. The drawing's done. Okay? At sometime after 5, I wait till 5 o'clock before I do the drawing if I'm home. To be fair with everybody, I do it every time. I said the other night, I said it to 5:15 in my chair. I just got home from work, cleaned up, sat there for a couple minutes, and my wife said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting till about 5:15. I'm going to do this video." She said, "Okay." I said, because I tell people 5 o'clock, I'm going to give them a chance to leave a number. And then I filmed that. I use a random number draw, load that on Thursday mornings. If something happens that don't load right, which has happened, it's happened twice now, you will get it Thursday or Friday. Wednesdays and Fridays are fun videos. If I have an extra video, I will throw it in on Friday. I try to throw one on Wednesday, and if I have an extra, right now I do have a couple. But if this weather don't get turned around, I was going to fish today, and it started raining just a few minutes ago. It's 39 degrees today. I don't fish in the rain, guys. And I was getting ready to go fishing a little bit ago. It's cloudy, and it started sprinkling rain. I just came back in the bait shop and went back to work in the bait shop. See y'all guys on Wednesday nights. Appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate every comment. I appreciate every sub. I really do. I don't take it lightly. As you put faith in watching my channel, I love it. I try to share all I can with you. Tell you what I'm doing, how I'm catching them, why I'm catching them, I think. And that type of thing, okay? Appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all on Wednesday night draw. All right, guys. Found one. He ain't very big, but there's one. I tell you, I just got out here. I've been painting today. The guy I've been painting for is over in the boat over there. I left his house. I painted a bedroom for him. Had to put 2 coats on it, big master bedroom. And he wants the ceiling painted too. And I said, in another room tomorrow, I said, "Can we do the ceiling tomorrow?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because it's a nice day. I want to go fishing." He said, "I'm going to go too then." And he's I'm going to get my boat, drop my boat in the water too. So. And the wind wasn't blowing at his house. I said, "It's the calmest day we've had this year." So it's a little breeze going here. Y'all can see on the chop in the water. When I left his house, it was calm. That was about 1:30. All right, guys. I'm catching fish off the bottom today. Usually they won't hit here on the bottom. The fish today in open water don't want to hit me. They want to turn and run. Like I said, we get these first warm days, that happens sometimes. All right, we're going to see if we can catch a big one though before we end. Guys, I finally got another one. I think this is going to be a crappie here. There was 2 of them together. They were deep. Okay, guys, my camera died. Y'all said, I know y'all thinking, "Dennis, it happens right off." Yeah, it does, because I get to fishing, and I'm watching the depth finder, and I'm trying to find fish, and I'm running around here, running the trolling motor, and not paying attention. All right, that's a nicer fish, guys. He's probably 13, 12 and a half, 13, isn't he? Okay, we'll let him go, so I had him out of the water a couple minutes. All right, guys, let's see if we can find a couple more. It's a tough day. All right, guys, I got another fish off the bottom. More of them are running the bottom today. I'm not seeing as many fish in open water. That's what I come out here to catch. It was a bigger crappie in open water, and I'm not seeing that today. And I don't know why, except for I can say this: it rained. Today's Monday, guys. It rained all day Saturday and Sunday. I didn't get to fish all weekend because it rained, and it was a cold rain. It ran about 35 at night and about 40 during the day. So that was a cold rain. So the water temperature could have dropped a little bit. It's hard to tell. It was 47, 48, and it's about running 49 here now. Because it's been pretty day. And that's a nice fish, guys. There's nothing wrong with him. He said, "Look, I said, I like that." Did you like that, buddy? All right, guys, I done went to fish in the bottom. I'm just throwing out there when I see some swimming around. There's about 6 coming at me, and I threw out there. And as soon as I got to him, he rolled up and grabbed it. Now, Michael catches bigger fish on the bottom. The bigger fish y'all been seeing in these porta catchers. Oh, did I just let something slip?
The biggest fish y'all seen in these porta catchers, I'm catching in open water, and I'm not seeing open water fish today. And like I say, maybe because the water temperature messed up it. I'm looking now, it's 49 right here now. Sun feels good. It's 50 couple today. Y'all see, yeah, Dennis has got a coat on, yeah. When the wind's blowing just a little bit, it picks that cold moisture up off that water, and it doesn't feel 50 standing on this boat. I can go over and crawl up on the bank over there, on one of those docks up on that bank, and have to go, you know, as soon as I get up there, you got to take his coat off, it's hot. I wasn't going to bring a coat with me. When I left my house, is how warm it felt, and I'm glad I did. I hadn't took it off yet. Hey guys, I got another one out of that same school. Threw it over there, they're about 40 feet out there, 35. I threw it over there when I got down close to them. I seen them come up off the bottom, and I felt the thump. That's what we live for, isn't it, guys? Feel that thump? Yeah, I'm not netting these, they're not that big. Now, they're nice, it's a nice fish, don't get me wrong. There's times I love to catch them. Once this water gets hot, I won't catch any big fish, but he's probably right at 10 inches. But it's not the size of the fish today, guys. It's about seeing if they'll hit this color. All right? Of course, by now, y'all know what the color is. It's like I'm acting like it's a secret, right? And y'all watch me make the color at the beginning of the video. I should start putting that at the end of the video, guys. The shot part. That way you're going like, how do you make that? What is he fishing with? And you'll have to watch all the way to the end to find out, right? Instead of putting it at the front. I might just do that when I edit this. Y'all never know about me. I'm looking around. That school, they're moving a lot too, guys. They're not just sitting on the bottom. Whoops, they're over here now. Right here. I'm stowing this way. I got my spot lock on them. They're over here now. They're moving slowly. I got to throw ahead of them. I threw out where I thought would be ahead of them a little bit. Let's see what happens. See if we get live action. See, ain't but a couple. Can y'all see the sun glare? Now I don't see my bait, guys. I hope it's in the area, and I'm going to pick it up now and just reel it a little bit. I have a really tough time today keeping up my bait too. My depth finder, like I said, I need to replace it, guys. I've been putting it off. There you go. Got one of those I just showed you. And I didn't see my bait. I just threw it over there in the direction I seen him, let it sink to the bottom. Then I popped it just a little bit, get off the bottom, and I know from watching my bait, if I reel it slow, it'll stay about a foot off the bottom. This is a little nicer one. Oh, not him. Yeah, you're a little, oh, no, you might not be. You just think you are. Yeah, he is. He's probably a little bigger. He's probably 11 inches. All right. There you go. That's a nice fish there too, guys. There's what got you in trouble, big boy. All right. Yeah, the guy I was working for today, he just pulled up here and talked to me a couple minutes ago. He's got a brand new boat. He said he'd been riding around and putting irons on it. It's got a big center console, pretty boat. And he asked me if I caught any. I said 4. And then he left, I caught 1. So now I sit here and caught 2. So I think I've caught more than that, 7 or 8 now. But like I said, I was looking for I've been looking for bigger fish. I'm just not finding them. Guys, y'all see how stained the water is. I can see my transducer. It's not as bad as it looks, really. Glenn, I know you made a comment just the other day that the water was muddy, and I don't consider it muddy. That's why I put back to stained. All right, I wasn't gonna net him if I didn't have to. It's like he's hooked good. He's a baby. I seen about 4 fish out there, and when this bait was sinking, it sinks pretty fast, being a 1/16. When it was sinking, and it was still a good ways from them, that fish came running up off the bottom, at least 6 to 8 feet, and grabbed that bait. So that means he could see it at least 12 feet or more. He started moving before it got really close to him. I'm sitting there watching my depth finder. It's a couple more right there. He was sitting still, so another one sitting there, just off the bottom. He's 15 foot deep too. So it'll surprise you. This is not muddy. This lake, this is pretty well standard for this creek. This creek is like this, and it'll be like this till usually till June before it clears up. I can see my bait down. I'm going to tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to reel up till I can see it. Alright, I'm still reeling, guys. Come on. Right, oh. There's how far I can see down. I can see down about 1.5 feet. So visibility is 1.5 feet. But for the fish, guys, it's a lot more than that. I promise you. They can see further than that. And I was saying that just the other day about colors. We talked about different colors to use and how bright some of them are and that type of thing. The bright colors help the fish find your bait, that's for sure. Chartreuse, like it on the tail, draws their attention. If they're feeding at all, they're going to come running for it because it draws their attention. But the old saying about dark colors, light colors, dark day, bright colors, and fishing, I'm watching my fish as I talk, guys. I'm watching Death Finder, I'm sorry. If your water's stained, use a color they can see. Something with chartreuse on it, something maybe a little light orange on it. Orange on this lake when it's this colored is not good. I done tried it. It's not as good on this lake. Chartreuse works fine, blue works fine. That's why I was making the videos with Blue Boy and stuff. Blue Boy's excellent in this water when it's stained like this. But it's not as bad as you think it is. Now my rod tip, I can see it down to there. I can see that rod down in the water that far, guys. That's about 2.5, 3 foot. I can still see the end of that rod because it's bigger and white than this little bait is. So it's not as bad as you can see. Muddy water, you could put that rod like that in the water and it should disappear. It's not muddy, it's stained, and it's light stain. It's not even heavy stain, it's a light stain. And it's been like this for a while. I like it. I don't mind the stained water. Water this color, I love. The bass fishing's better. When the crappie fishing takes off in the spring and the water's this color, I catch more fish out of this than I do clear water. I'd rather fish this than I would water where I can see the bottom in 5 foot. All right, guys, I might have finally found a bigger crappie. There was 4 way out there about 5 foot deep. And I threw at them twice. First time, none of them paid attention to it. Second time, this one here, I can't see him from the sun in my eyes. Now, he's decent. Second time, this one rolled up and grabbed it. Yeah, he's a nice crappie. He'll flop out of the net. But I try to keep you in that net because it's rubber and it won't hurt you. It won't hurt your slime. Look at that tail. Look at the hook fell out of his mouth. Even a nasty hook. He's 55 feet out there. That's a nice crappie. He's probably 12 inches. No, he ain't 12. Let's say he's 11.25. I don't think he's 12. After looking at him close, he's got too much tail messing. If he had all his tail there, he might be 11.5. Right? He's probably 11.25. Right there they are, 50 feet. I'm gonna try to show them to y'all. See them fish right there? My Death Finder guy, I don't have a good picture. I've been playing with it right there at 50 feet. I've been playing with this thing today. I done hit every button on it. I said I need a new unit. This unit won't update. I see some of them moving. There you go. Live action. I come past them, I seen a couple of them moving. So I knew my bait was in the area. When you see them shifting around, you know your bait's in the right area. This is what I like. I like active crappie. Crappie that are willing to, don't you get off, that want to bite. He came to the surface, didn't he? You can see they're not that deep, guys. 6 feet. And I'm in 18 foot of water and they're only 6 feet deep. This is what I've been looking for all evening. Young man just left in his boat. That's why I was telling him. He has a live scope too. That's what I was telling him to look for. Look for those fish that are up in the water column and throw at them. And you're not going to catch all of them. A lot of them will not pay any attention to you. I done threw at some today, have run from the bait. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hook sharp. He's a decent fish. He's got most of his tail. He's probably right. He's probably 11.5. All right. I figured they were a little nicer crappie. Like I said, they're further from the boat, they're easier to catch. They were 50 foot, and when there's 3 of them out there, when the bait got close to him, I seen this one called fair catch. And he come running for it. He come running at least 10 feet for it. Again, they can see further than you think they can in this water. And this water's not that bad, guys. It really isn't. It's not that bad at all. I'd rather fish this color water than I would clear water any day. that I could see the bottom in 5 foot. All right, that's a decent fish. These bottom fish today are not monsters, but that's a good, he's 10.5, maybe 11. All right, guys, I turned around and looked to my left right here, and it was 4 going out through there together, about 5 foot deep, and I threw out there, they was 50 foot away from me, and I threw out there. When the bait started sinking, this one come running up to get it. They only 5 or 6 feet, he's seen it. I seen him take off running. I didn't see my bait. I seen the fish take off. I thought, all right, he's seen my bait. Then I felt the thump. This is fun. It's video game fishing. You just spot them and cast at them. Now you got to be able to cast 50 foot and put your bait where you need it, guys. I was talking to a guy here a couple weeks ago, and he said, yeah, I vertical jig all the time. I can't cast. I said, what? He said, you're casting 35 foot. I said, yeah, up to, I said, sometimes 50 foot. And he said, I can't do that and put my bait where you need it. What you got to think about is when your bait lands out there, you need to be within 2 to 3 feet from him. This time, when I came past the school, I was to one side of him. I could tell that. I wasn't as close as I should be, but I was throwing 55 feet. And he broke away from the school and took off fast. And I thought, okay, he sees my bait. And I went thump, hit the thump. I felt the thump. Guys, this fish hit me. It was one fish. I threw at one fish. I didn't see but one. This fish came out of nowhere and came swimming past that one fish. And I couldn't see my bait. He's probably gonna be sticking out of his yin yang. So I went to pull again. I thought, where's my bait? I don't feel nothing. I reeled a little bit. It came out of his mouth. I reeled a little bit more, and I thought, I wonder if that fish grabbed my bait, and I sicked the hook, and he did. He ran up there and grabbed my bait because I couldn't see my bait. And I was watching the one fish on the live scope. He wasn't even in the live scope. He came out from, the live scope on the reeds, guys, depends how far out you're looking, 5 to 10 foot. He could have been swimming in behind that fish too or something. A lot of things could have happened, but I couldn't have seen him. He's 11.5, better. I threw back over there and this and got after it. So they're not as big as fish as I usually catch up in open water, but that's fine. But I'm just fishing. They don't have to be monsters. He's actually a little smaller than the last one, isn't he? And so you see how big a mark he was? He's a pretty sized mark. That's because he's up in that top layer of water too. He's over 10. He's probably 10 3/16. All right, guys, found another one off the bottom. Still catching them off the bottom. I thought these looked pretty decent ones, so I threw at him. Yeah, he is. They're all decent ones. The main thing is he's got the right attitude. He's probably right out. He ain't quite 10 inches.